Hi folks, right, today going to do another one of my favourite 5. I said it'd be a series of things, so coming home today I thought I'll do one today, my favourite things. And what did I think of? My 5 favourite coffins. No, not bloody epic coffins, but 5 favourite coffins that I happen to have. So I'm going to start at 5 and work up to my number 1 favourite. So let's do that. But before, let's do our tradition. Bottoms up. That's a lovely cup of, it's about half cold. Anyway, coffee. So we start number 5, work to number 1. Number 5 was this. It was made for me by a man that had a stall on the flea market. Got talking about coffins, and he was pretty good at stuff. Said, "Can you make a coffin?" "Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a little coffin, see what you think." Which he did, but then he went off the market, so we never got anywhere else. This is it. It's made from, I'm not sure what the heck it is. I always thought it was wood with that sort of rough edge, you know, like sometimes you get hardboard, it's smooth one side, it's like that the other. But it's a bit heavy for hardboard, and I'm not sure if it looks like MDF and some sort of gauze that's been stuck on it and then painted. Could be. He never really told me. But he made it for me, he says. He gave it to me for free. What do I have in it? He painted it red. I just took all the little bits, knick-knacks and that I buy. The lid was plain, so I doctored the lid up. You can look, this bit I think was a pendant, there's a little hole there. The skull in the middle was an ear stud, quite big. A skull with all little jewels. I took the pin off and glued it on. The cross at the top, there's a little hole there, so that would have been on a chain. This I got off a market stall that sells all sorts of bits, haberdashery, is that the word? Haberdashery and all that. Where I get a lot of this cord from, it's black cord and such. Yeah, so they sell little flowers and that you stitch onto things with glue or whatever. And I like the lilies, so put the lilies and a ribbon on there. The coffin nails are just silver coloured, I think silver coloured, drawing pins that you pin things up with, just push them in. Not even sure how to drill little holes and push the buggers in because this is heavy. Yeah, so that's the top. Looks like that. So it's always been a favourite of mine, so that's number 5. Number 4 is this little fella. He has been up before in the past, but I made him out of corrugated cardboard, just cutting up an old cardboard box. Around the edge is this border, like embroidered border, lace, off the same stall as the lilies. This on the top was just a black, I think it's a black plastic ring. Got very thick black cord and just wrapped and wrapped and wrapped round it so it went that colour. These little roses, you get one little rose with two like petals that are really like green ribbons. I bought probably 15 or so of them, and some went on to there, and a little ribbon. So that became a little wreath. Both ends there's some Halloween netting that's been glued onto the box, and a spider and a black crystal. And again, the studs, the coffin nails are drawing pins. I'll take the lid off, bits and bobs in again, and yeah, that's number 4. Yeah, it's special to me because it was the first one I thought I'll have a go at knocking up a little coffin, and that's what I come up with. Number 3, lots of you will have seen this. It's the I did a video on it, how I made it. It's my coffin clock. You could have it like that. Well, actually you can, actually, because I can take that out and put it in that way, and it would very well go on its side like that, and the clock would still be the right way around. Never bloody thought of that. But yeah, that's number 3. That's a real favourite of mine. A little chain going round there with a silicone or something in there with a lock of hair, which I do believe, I think it's my taxidermist there, because I asked her if she could do one for me. So it's either her hair, or she said, somebody come here, snip, but I don't know whose it is, so I can't do juju. Not that I would. So that's 1, 5, 4, 3, 2 to go. Well, I can't pick the others up and put them on my knee and go, hey, look at that. But what I can do is I can show you some photographs. So I'm not going to faff around turning and filming and that sort of thing. So there you are, folks, number 2, and I really like that. I'm dead chuffed, and let's go to number 1 then. Number 1 is just there, and that's my coffin table. So folks, that's my humble 5 favourite coffins that reside in this place. I'm sure I will do more, maybe buy more. I would like to do a shelf upright coffin, and at the side of it, attached to it, a seat coffin, so it looks like a coffin with a coffin, and maybe a littler one at an angle to do something or the other, so it just looks like you've gone in a Undertaker's and there's a stack of coffins. But we'll see. That's what I'd like to do next. Catch you later.